the glories of Krishna. So that is why I write a literature, Tadvag Visargo Janatag Viplavo, Yasmin Pratishlokam Abhaddavati Api, Namani Anantasya Shwankitani, Shulvanti Gayanti Gunanti Sadhava. So the sadhus, they prefer in reading those scriptures which is glorifying Krishna. So on the banks, even if it is not composed properly, it is glorifying the Lord. So then Vedavyasa, he decided to give a natural commentary for the Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutras are the sutras, the whole Vedas were condensed into sutras, formulas, formulas. And those natural commentary on the sutra is known as Bhagavata. But now, simultaneously, he cannot just go on writing. And so it was decided, okay, Ganesha will help him in writing. He will be dictating. So on the banks of Badrikashram, Lord Ganesha comes to Vedavyasa and he removes his Ekadanta. Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi tanno danti chodayat. He removes one danta and tells to Vedavyasa that you go on speaking. If you stop, I will not write. I will stop writing. You go on speaking, I will go on writing. Vedavyasa said, I will speak, you should understand and then write. So it takes a fraction of a second for Ganesha to understand and write. In that fraction of a second, Vedavyasa composed immediately the next line. So in this way, in this Bhadra Purnima, this is known as Bhadrapada Ganesh Chaturthi. So in this period, Lord Ganesha wrote Bhagavata. That is why the best way to please Lord Ganesha, who removed his one tooth, one danta, and did a great service for humanity, a great service to Lord Krishna. He should be remembered, he should be glorified for the work he has done. It is said, if you love the artist, you should love the art given by him. So if you love Ganesha, then you should love the art given by him, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, writing Srimad Bhagavatam. Composing is done by Vedavyasa, but writing is done by Vedavyasa composed and Ganesha wrote. His appearance is in the Maghi Ganpati. That is his appearance day. Many people mistake that today is his appearance day. Today is not his appearance day. Today it is his, technically if you see appearance only, the day we go on remembering Krishna, that becomes our real appearance day. But also in one sense you can say, but his appearance is in the month of Magh. And today he is well known for the sacrifice he has done. Even if you pull one tooth and see how much pain it is. But he did that. And the best way to please is to study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, because what is Bhagavatam? Nigama kalpatarur garitam phalam shukhamukhad amritadrav samyutam. It is Nigama kalpataru, the tree from where the desired tree. Now, in the desired tree of Vedas, this fruit, this matured fruit is not to be found. But then this matured fruit is found in the mouth of Shukadeva Goswami. Vedavyasa gives Bhagavatam to Shukadeva Goswami. Shukha touches this fruit, or you can say with the beak, licks it, eats it, and completely keeps it in the mouth. Now such fruit is not having any seed or any skin or a peel. That is why it is full of juice. It is Amrita Tattva, complete Amrita Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Rasa Tattva. That is how the devotees, they pray to Lord Ganesha. What is the mood of prayers? Yad pada pallav gambi nidhaya kumbha We take your shelter, but you have taken shelter of the Lord. Yadupada. Yadupada means you have taken shelter of Lord Narsimhadeva, who is not different from Krishna. Krishna's fearful form is Narsimhadeva. Yadupada Pallava Yugam. Yugam. Pallava Yugam means both lotus feet. You have taken shelter of the lotus feet of Lord. Vinidhaya Kumbha. You have kept your Kumbha, tumili, at the lotus feet of Lord Narsimhadeva. Vignan vihantu malamasya jagatrayasya. You have been given a benediction that you will remove the vignas. Now, what vignas we should pray to be removed? Generally, people try to remove the material vignas, but the material vigna itself is a vigna for devotional service. Our material consciousness is the biggest vigna or an obstacle which comes in the path of our devotional service. In the path of our remembering Krishna, this material vigna, material consciousness itself is a big vigna. So this material consciousness should be removed. That prayers you should do when you go and pray Lord Ganesha. That is the real prayers. Generally, people go and pray, oh, I should get nice marks in my examination. No problem, pray that. But what is the purpose of your prayers? Is this material activity which we are doing, is this nourishing the spiritual activity? If it is not, then don't pray. Whatever is there in the bhagya, it is going to come. You want it, you don't want it, it is going to come. So what should be asked? Let this prarabdhas, whatever I am getting, be not an obstacle in the path of devotional service. Whatever facility Krishna is giving to a devotee, that should not be an obstacle in the path of devotional service. That should be the prayers which everybody should do. Any vignas are there which is becoming an impediment, just pray this. Every day we are chanting Brahma Samhita. When we chant every day Brahma Samhita, this prayer is very much important. Yatpada Pallava Gamvinidhaya Kumbha Dvandve Pranama Samayi Ganadiraja. Ganadiraja. He is the Raja of Gana. There is a species known as Gana, Ganadhi Raja. He is actually the Lord of Ganas. What is this species? They have elephant head and a human body. So he is a Lord. Now, Ganesha is a post which goes on changing every time. When there is no qualified person found in this material world to occupy the post of Ganesha, then Vaikunthavasi, Krishna sends a Vaikunthavasi to occupy this post. The present Ganesha of this present millennium is a Vaikunthavasi. It's a Vaikunthavasi. That is why you see Ganesha of this millennium, of this Chaturvyuha, has four-handed form, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. He is servant of Vishnu, Vaikunthavasi. Now just see, if you go to a Vaikunthavasi and ask some material benediction, will he not be angry? So, and whenever he takes a position, automatically that position is, he has to be the son of Lord Shiva and Parvati. That is how the whole, how he'll come directly, he has to come through someone. So that is the standard rule. Ganesha is changed, then automatically Shiva, he has to take birth as a son of Shiva and Parvati. Lord Shiva is non-different from Krishna. Sadashiv is expansion of Lord Vishnu itself. He is Vishnu Tattva. Sadashiv takes the form as Shambhu. And then Shambhu expands himself to Shiva. Whenever there is a creation, these all things happen. So anyhow, so the mood today should be offering modak. We'll say, what is this? Yes, Modak is very dear to Srimati Radharani. Very dear. When Radha Krishna offered the Modak, naturally that is offered, they give this to Ganesha. We think that Ganesha loves Modak. Yes, the Ganesha loves, but that he loves when he gets it from Radha and Krishna, not directly. No demigods intend to take anything directly. If they are inclined to take anything directly, then they are punished by Krishna in a different ways. Like when Indra wanted all the offerings to be given to him, and he was puffed up that he is the Lord of the universe. At that time, the Supreme Lord of the universe showed that actually nothing belongs to you. Everything belongs to me, Krishna says. Ishavasya sarvam. Kincha jagatyam jagattena tektena bhunjita magrudatasya suddhanam. Everybody is decided a share and everybody is given a share. So, so the so when devotees can understand this, will not, one second, huh? So when devotees can understand this thing, will not the demigods understand? We say, oh, we know that we should offer everything to Krishna and then have. And do you think the demigods who are the super administrators, they are superior to us also? Will they not understand this thing? That is why they punish those who pray to them directly. But they love those, they stand hands with folded hands to those who understand that they are also subservient to Krishna. They are also subservient to Krishna. That understanding should be there. If that understanding is not there, then they are not interested. They are not interested in taking anything directly because they have a supreme person on their head. They are answerable to the supreme person. So we should be very careful in our worship. Also, we should teach others also how to worship them. We should see them in connection with Krishna. We cannot see them separately. We have to see them in connection with Krishna, that they are all subservient to Krishna. Every demigod is subservient to Krishna. That is why demigods should not be rejected also, should not be accepted individually also or independently also. You cannot reject a demigod. At the same time, you cannot accept them independently. Soul and the matter are dependent on Krishna. Only Supreme Person is independent. So when you are worshipping Ganesha, one should worship Krishna. Without worshipping Krishna, worship to Ganesha is only adhura. They don't accept only. That is why Hare Krishna Mahamantra is most important. If you see in the Vedas also, when there is a prayer done to a particular demigod, in the last what is said, Kaye Navacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatana Va Pravte Sabhava Karomi Adya Sakalam Parasmai Narayana Yadi Samarpayami. It means whatever I have done here, everything actually has gone to Narayana. Vedas teach, but explicitly, people don't, it is not explicitly taught, it is teaching. But it is a duty of every priest. They call Brahmanas. They will tell Brahmanas, please come, install the deities of Ganesha. Brahmanas will come, do some mantra updeshas, everything, mantra ucharana. And the house members, they are least bothered in hearing those mantras. They will be just thinking about how many guests they are going to come, what all we should feed the guests, how much nice decoration I should do, what is the best type of decoration I can do. I can call people. It's an exhibition actually. Calling people is just an exhibition if we really don't teach people. Big exhibitions are there. Now it has taken a nice political stand. It took a political stand after Lokmanya Tilak introduced it as a public program. It was not a public program. This time I had gone to Titwala Ganpati, Mahaganpati. For some reasons, we had visited Titwala. At that time, it happened that we happened to visit the temple, Mahaganpati. I was just asking, to the priest. Then what does Ganpatya Agamas say about this? He said Ganpatya Agamas clearly say there's only 1.5 day Ganpati, that too made of wood. Sorry, made of what you call earth, that is mud, just made of mud. And then the Visarjan is done there itself. In some places it is said even Visarjan is also not done. But he said Visarjan is done. What they do is they make out of mud only. And it's a small thing. And they will put it in the soil only, near the plant. Not that go to the streets and see a pond and then put. Even you can put the mud in your plant, Tulasi plant, anywhere you can put. Not Tulasi plant exactly, you can put it anywhere. Anywhere means in your garden, but we don't have a garden. That is why we are going in and doing the Visarjan in the lakes. That is allowed. But this type of public program is a too small size. It's not a big size. This type of public program was introduced by, let's see, this freedom fighting for independence. They did not spare even the Devatas. They did not spare Devatas also. On the pretext of all these things, they started. Okay, that was an emergency. Something can be at least understood. And now what it is? It is just a show off. Who does it best? How much money we collect? How much money we just spend in this lighting and all these things. And there are poor people who are suffering. Nobody is bothered to feed them. But the moment ISKCON does something, then they will immediately say, you see, you all are spending so much, but we are giving food for life. Everybody comes and takes prasadam. You too go to a pandal program, you will not get anything, just white something that shakar putana you get. Nobody is bothered to feed people. There's only a money-making business which is happening on the name of demigods, on the name of all these pandal programs. There's only a money-making business and a show-off tendency. The devotees should be very careful about all these things. Giving right knowledge to people is very important. Even if somebody wants to keep a public program, no problem. The leader should understand to give right knowledge to the people who are visiting. If that is done, then everything is fine. If that is not done, nothing is good. It's only a show of business. And some music here and there, then a show of business. So here, to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, sit and read Bhagavata. It's most important. Every day we are reading Chaitanya Bhagavata, where the Vyasa incarnates himself as Vrindavan Das Thakur. And Vrindavan Das Thakur prays in complete humility that why am I not born when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing the pastimes? Why is it that I could not even associate with those who were directly in touch with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sometimes he was having that association, no doubt, but he wanted even directly that time itself. So he says, maybe I am such a sinful person. Now, 13th chapter speaks about defeating the Digvijay. If you remember, we had done this in Chaitanya Chaitam. So this chapter, 13th chapter, starts with Jai Jai Dvijakula Deepa Gaura Chandra, Jai Jai Bhakta Goshti Hridaya Ananda. All glories to Gaur Chandra, the shining light of the family of Brahmanas. All glories to the Lord, who increases the happiness in the hearts of his devotees. Jai Jai Dwarapala Govindera Natha, Jiva Pratikara, Prabhu Shubha Drishtipata. All glories to the Lord of Govinda, the doorkeeper. O Lord, please glance mercifully on the living entities. So Govinda was the doorkeeper. All glories to Lord. So who has been told here? That is Gaur Sundar only. Gaur Sundar had a personal servant. His name was Govinda. Jayadhyapaka Shiroratna Vipraraja Jai Jai Chaitanya Bhakata Samaja. All glories to the crest jewel of teachers and the king of Brahmanas. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Henamate Vidyarase Shri Vaikunthanatha Vaisena Savarakori Vidyagarbhapata. In this way, Lord of Vaikuntha enjoyed this scholastic pastimes by vanquishing the scholar's pride. Vidyapiha Navadvipe Pandita Samaja Kotyar Buddha Adhyapaka Nana Shastra Raja. Navdev was full of millions of learned scholars. Each of them had mastered various scriptures. Nana Shastra Raja, if taken as an adjective for the teachers, means they had mastered various scriptures. In other words, they had complete knowledge of all the scriptures. And if taken as a noun, it referred to the principal scriptures. Bhattacharya, Chakravarti, Mishravacharya, Adhyapana, Vinakaro, Ara, Nahi Acharya. So Bhattacharyas, Chakravartis, Mishras, Acharyas, they had no other business except for teaching. This is the last verse for today. Vidyapiha Savai Swatantra Savarajaya Shastra Charcha Haile Brahma Rehanahi Saya. These scholars were all independent and so victorious in debating scriptures that they disregarded persons as learned as Lord Brahma. The scholars all put forward their independent opinions and endeavored to defeat others. They had no patience to hear the opinion of others in scriptural topics and even disregarded the conclusions of scholars as learned as Brahma. They tried to defeat the most respectable scholars through their arguments. So what happens when the Kavis come together or the scholars come together? There is only a fight, there is nothing else. They only fight among each other. One wants to present his views. That is why speculation is very, very dangerous. Somebody speculates, another person also speculates, two speculators, they come together and call themselves knowledgeable and fight with each other. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask.
Hare Krishna Mata. Mataji, you said about the end that as learned as Brahma, as learned as Lord Brahma, scholars. How can they be as learned as Lord Brahma? It's written here.
What is the harm in thinking?
Means what?
Because Brahma is the source of all the Brahmanas.
But he is Chaturshloki, he has learned Chaturshloki.
That is there, but what is harm in thinking? They think that they are as learned as Brahmas.
Okay, so it's just a pride.
It's a pride. That is why they are fighting offerings. They are thinking that they are very scholarly people. What is harm in thinking that they are scholarly?
Yeah, you can think
pride can cause a person thinking that he is God.
What is the Brahma? Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other doubt? So today, please assemble. Who are all local devotees, please. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danatram.
Yeah, Mataji,
you are free today, Mataji. I have to ask that doubt of the previous Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, what is it? Itne Bhagavad class.
Tomorrow.
Okay, fine, Mataji. Mataji, and Radhashtami celebration is afternoon or evening in Thane?
Evening, 5 o'clock onwards. Boat festival, everything will be there. 5 o'clock.
Okay,
not
Mataji.
Morning. Morning boat festival doesn't work. Evening.
No, but afternoon fasting till noon. That's why I was just asking. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, leave the fast and then come and have a nice feasting here.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Vaishnava Prabhu. I think you were asking something.
No, Mataji. I was not asking. Someone else was asking, I think.
Who had a doubt? Vipul?
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम। माताजी, गणाधिराज के बारे में और बताइए। गणा में
गणाधिराज, गण एक टाइप ऑफ स्पेसी है।
मतलब वो हेवनली प्लेनेट में है माता?
ऊपरी लोक में ही रहते हैं सब गणस।
अच्छा,
और ये भी नहीं, जरूरत नहीं है कि यही ब्रह्मांड में, अलग अलग ब्रह्मांडों में भी है। हम सिर्फ यही ब्रह्मांड का सोच रहे हैं ना, अलग अलग ब्रह्मांडों में भी ऐसे स्पेसिस रहते हैं। और कौन से कल्प में है यही ब्रह्मांड का, वो अलग सा दूसरा मैटर होता है। भी हम तो यही ब्रह्मांड के विषय में तो बात कर रहे हैं, दूसरे विषय के बारे में नहीं बात कर रहे। तो यही ब्रह्मांड में कौन से कल्प में कहाँ स्थित है, और कौन से लोक में, अभी कौन से लोक में इन लोग हैं, ये सब भगवान ही जानेगा, हम कैसे बद्ध जी जान सकते
ओके माता जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
हैं। Yes.
Mataji, I have one question regarding today Ganesh Chaturthi. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mataji, like you mentioned, Radharani likes modaks and also this that what do you call Sepangalanga they call na? That also Radharani likes. So is it?
There is
anywhere
Arbi.
mentioned?
It is
Like that.
mentioned it is mentioned in Radharani book, written by Maharaj Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you. That means today we can make modak and offer to Radha Krishna, na? And then offer to Ganesh.
Yes, they will only give, na? You can give, not a problem. If you have kept them separately, you can keep. After offer to Lord and then give to Ganesha.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
अरे ना